Hello everyone from Akasa Living. So why do I say that every life is a story? Why does it matter if we're energy, conscious energy? What does that have to do with stories? Well, it has everything to do with it. And the more we understand what it means to be energy, the more we understand what story has to do with it. You see, we are high vibrational energy that knows, that is aware, that is constantly expanding and becoming more aware and knows more, but is vibrating so fast and is in a form that can't experience what it knows and is aware of. And so it wanted to slow down into form, into physicality, so that all of this vibration, this frequency of knowledge, awareness that it had, could be experienced in physicality. That's us. And how would physicality express what it was feeling? Through emotions. And how do we experience emotions? We experience them through story, through living experiences, through lives, through story. So every life is a story, and everything around us is energy, conscious energy, choosing to slow itself down into form, to be a part of this harmonious story. But we've not understood this. We're only now starting to grasp this, what we really are. And this is exciting, folks. This is amazing. This is something that flips the script, literally, on everything we've ever thought and the way we have created our lives, our stories, because we have been creating them with our feelings, how we have felt about things, because we have gotten the information from our highest level of conscious awareness. We have felt the vibration, and then we have had emotional reactions to it. And then we've had limited beliefs or limiting beliefs about those feelings. We've been lit up, excited. I want to do this. I can do that. I want to be this. And then we've had the limited beliefs come in and say, oh, you can't do that. Remember last time. Remember Aunt so-and-so. Remember such and such. And so we have not lived the way we wanted to feel. Now, when we were born as children, we didn't have those yet. We had some. We came with some energetic DNA imprinting already with us. But for the most part, we didn't know any better. We came quantum leaping. We came not knowing how to walk, how to talk, how to do any of this. And before long, we were doing all of it. Because when somebody told us no, we were like, well, okay, if I can't do it that way, well, how about this way? And we just took off and did it a different way and didn't really care what they thought. Because in us, within us, there was a light that was saying, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to eat. You're supposed to drink. You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to go run on the beach. You're supposed to climb that tree. You're supposed to enjoy life. And so we did, until they told us we had to grow up and that we weren't really hearing and seeing and feeling all the energy around us. And until they told us that being an adult and responsible meant that we worked a 9-to-5 job and all the things that we dreamed of, well, those weren't what grown-ups did, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so we started fitting into these boxes and into these loops that looked like what everyone else had done, and they called it success. But How has that felt? And if we just look at the world around us, we know. Because everything around us reflects what all of that has really felt like. Yes, we have made progresses. There's been a lot of good, but there's also been a lot of pent-up hostility and anger and aggression that has led to war and famine and aggression that are not good stories, where people don't treat people well, or the planet well, or animals well, or themselves well. We've not been writing the beautiful stories that our highest level of consciousness envisions. As above, in the highest level of consciousness, wants to feel and express and expand consciousness in the denser or below in the physicality, which is a universal law. You see, that's the beautiful part of all of this. We've been taught physical hygiene, physical health, physical this, physical that, and all sorts of isms and osities, but we haven't been taught that, hey, your energy, and there are laws that govern energy, and if you know these laws, then you understand how to write your story and have a beautiful life. And you don't control anyone else. You just be you and be happy. Be you and be happy, because when you're being you and you're being happy, you're not hurting other people. And that's the energy you're putting out. So self-love and self-respect automatically emanates out mutual respect. So immediately we raise the vibrational frequency of the whole planet. And it's a spiral upward. It's a spiral upward, folks. A spiral upward. And we attract in those who match our story. And those who don't match our story, love and light to them. We let them attract in who matches them. And let them have their beautiful story. And at some point, we may attract them and they may attract somebody that we're attracting now. And that's okay. Because that's how consciousness expands. And we're all good with it. We let go of guilt and control and expectation, because the only way we can expect something is if it's something we've already had. Stories aren't meant to loop and be repetitious. And that doesn't mean we let go of the things that feel good, that we're flaky, that we never have long-term relationships or that. No, that's not what it means at all. But it means we are open to change and willing to change, and we listen to our heart spaces. And when our heart says move, we move. When our heart says, that didn't feel good, we say, okay. And we give that energetic feedback to our highest level of consciousness. And our highest level of consciousness says, course correct. Now, that doesn't mean that there's big chess pieces somewhere in the sky. They're moving them around. What that means is we put out different energy and then we attract in different energy. We are energy. And we change our lives by changing how we feel, what we're willing to put out as far as how we feel. Energy writes the story, and we are energy, and we are already writing our stories. We have been every single day. Every time we feel better, we create better. Every time we tune our story, the energetic field responds. Every time we remember we are energy, and just imagine how we want to feel. Just imagine the beautiful lives we want to live. We start creating those. The thing is to hold that frequency and not let anyone pull us out of it. As long as you're breathing, keep living that way as energy. that changes everything. Thank you very much from Akasa Living.